It is now time to take an elevator to the very top of the Eiffel Tower here at King's Dominion to see what kind of views we can get of Twisted Timbers. We have some banners for some of the new additions to King's Dominion. We have some statistics right here for what Twisted Timbers will be like. We also have a banner for King's Dominion Winterfest coming in 2018. This is very exciting. I know many of the other parks in the region have added Christmas events, and King's Dominion has been the last to add a Christmas event. Six Flags America recently added Holiday in the Park. Busch Gardens Williamsburg has had Christmas Town for many years, and Hershey Park has had their Christmas Candy Lane. We're now at the top of the Eiffel Tower. You can see Intimidator 305 from up here. Here's a view of the Rebel Yell with the recently reprofiled drop. As you guys can see, most of the structure has been left alone except for that drop.
A view of the very top of the lift hill.
That is about how far they have gotten with the progress for putting on the RMC track. As you guys can see, there still is, a decent amount of work to be done, but it's interesting that the lift hill has already been topped off. They are working, pretty hard to get this coaster open for the 2018 season. And we may see it open, with the opening day for the park, since they look like they have already gotten a lot done, and, it's still the 2017 season. I love this view of Grizzly just being swallowed by trees. If you peek through the trees, you can see the highway out here.
The darker, more weathered pieces are the older pieces for Hurler, and then the newer pieces placed on top are the additional pieces. So obviously Twisted Timbers will be a lot taller than the Hurler. They are using the original structure, but they're kind of building on top of it. And doing a zoom in over here on the drop, those steel pieces right there, those are to hold the actual train tracks, or the coaster tracks that are going to be placed on top.
And here is Delirium. We're gonna go ahead and get on it. Definitely a fun, thrilling ride. As you guys can see, there is no line for Delirium. This is pretty much one of the newest, or the newest thrill ride for King's Dominion. They haven't really gotten many thrill rides in the past few years.
When we first show up to build a new wooden roller coaster, there's several things that we have to think about. The first one is really clearing the site and clearing any obstacles in place. And about that time is when the
Leave a comment if you know what used to be in this area, in this exact area. There used to be a roller coaster, but leave a comment if you know the name to the roller coaster that used to operate in this area. Now, here's a hint. I used to ride it, a lot on my previous visits. I mean, I've been on it before, so if you go back to one of my older videos, you might be able to tell, but it starts with an S. So let me know. And it was a green, I think a green and blue coaster. Here's another hint. It was a stand-up coaster. Wasn't very fun. It was kind of rough.
We suggest that during the showers you visit one of our many indoor attractions, such as merchandise shops.
Inside the King's Dominion Outfitters store, they do have some merchandise already for Twisted Timbers. It's actually very interesting that they already have some limited edition merchandise rolled out. So here is the Twisted Timbers merchandise. Looks like we have 4 different types of t-shirts, and then we have 1 type of hat. So I will do a close-up here. We have a gray one that says Get Twisted in 2018 with the Twisted Timbers logo right on there. And then we just have a gray shirt with a red Twisted Timbers logo on there. It's kind of like a transparent red logo. Going up here, we have the same shirt I just showed you right here in gray, except for it's in blue. And same, logo and text on there. And going up, I already showed you guys that t-shirt, I believe, just down there. And then here are the hats. Just has the Twisted Timbers logo. And here's what's really interesting. We actually have some wood pieces right here. Now this is actual wood from the hurler. This came from the hurler, and then they went ahead and stamped the hurler logo right on there. It has operated from 1994 till 2015, so for the 2016 season it just kind of sat. If I turn around here, it is $19.99 for one of these blocks, so I think I might actually get one. And I'm not sure if this is all that's left or if they have more to put out, but that's what they have on display right now, so I'm pretty sure this is all limited edition stuff. Here is the 2017 park map and guide for King's Dominion, and if I flip it right here, as you guys can see, Hurler is no longer there, or Twisted Timbers. And so for the 2018 season, we should see it placed on the map, but for right now, just some grass. They also have some of the pins for the Battle for King's Dominion right here.
Sunshine rally and the clouds go drifting by. We will be happy now.
I'm now getting in line for Volcano the Blast Coaster. Hopefully the rides are now operating. They had like a kind of like a little bit of a rainstorm, but I think that's over and the ride should be operating now. I think there actually might not be a line for Volcano. This would be kind of interesting, but let's see what happens. I just rode Volcano again, and wow, that is one heck of a coaster. Really, really like it. They have some nice theming around Volcano. Here is a Volcano tour truck, which actually operates as a little drink stand or a food stand. Time to get a ride on Intimidator 305. I know I've been riding this a lot, but it is one heck of an attraction. And this one is probably, like I was saying earlier, my favorite attraction in the park. It just really never gets old. I noticed that they actually pulled one of the trains off the track. Now they're just doing 1 train operations, which is kind of interesting that they were doing 2 earlier and now it's just kind of down to 1. Maybe they had an issue with, one of the trains. Maybe that was the problem earlier. Not 100% sure. But you guys can see that one of the restraints is open.
All-day souvenir bottles got you covered. Or maybe you've got a season pass and you want free refills all season long. If that's you, you've got options. You can choose between the all-season souvenir bottle or go bottle-free with all new season.
From the Intimidator 305 station, you actually get a pretty nice view of Rebel Yell. Alrighty guys, I just got off Intimidator 305 again, and that is one phenomenal ride. Really, really gotta say. I mean, the airtime on this is incredible. It's fast, it's exhilarating, it's you black out like so right, no, I want to say you go down the hill, right at the bottom, like turnaround, right as you're coming up, you black out, and then up here you start to regain vision again, and the rest of the ride is easy going from there, but you do black out a little bit. I actually blacked out on the solar eclipse, and I was worried, like, am I going blind or am I just blacking out? Because, I mean, you do black out on this thing, and that is totally normal. I don't know if I would say gray out, but I mean, I kind of black out. Some people gray out. It's interesting though. I wish the lift hill had some kind of music when you're going up, like kind of like Mako does at SeaWorld Orlando, but obviously this would have a race car theme. I know they have something at Carowinds, maybe it's just like an announcement. And then, okay, so you black out like right there. And then that's when you regain your vision. So I think I might as well go ahead and marathon Intimidator 305 until park closed. We have about an hour, so we'll see what I can do, like how many rides I can get on it. Well, they are actually now closed, unfortunately, so I'm not going to be able to really get a night ride on this thing. Yeah, like, I guess I expected the sun to go down by 8, but I think it really goes down at like 8:45. So, yeah, no night ride. Oh man, all the lighting just turned on. I could have just like waited and then I would have been able to get a ride at least with like the lift hill lights on, I think. Unless they're not working. Yeah, I don't think they're on. And here is the main entrance for Intimidator 305 all closed off. Hopefully I'll be back for the 2018 season to experience the all-new Twisted Timbers. So it looks like Intimidator 305 like did some kind of evacuation in the station, and they're not going to reopen. I don't really think anyone else is here or waiting. I think everybody just walked right out. I really love the lighting on the gift shop. Looks incredible. That's cool. I didn't even know that they put like a cover over the car at night when they're not, you know, obviously open. That's nice. Something like I didn't know. Wow, this might be sort of new. I don't think I remember this like night lighting package on the Eiffel Tower. This looks awesome. Like even better in person. I wish my camera could pick up how cool this looks. This is one thing I love about King's Dominion, and another reason to stick around till nighttime. The fountains at night are just absolutely phenomenal. I mean, this view is it's incredible. Like, you know, the lighting and the music, it's just wow. I wouldn't say that this park is nicer than Busch Gardens Williamsburg. I think it comes close, but honestly, overall, like the main entrance area of this park is very nice, but the rest of it isn't anywhere as close to, you know, Busch Gardens on the theming. So I gotta say Busch Gardens is better, but these fountains, you know, these fountains are awesome. I think I like the whole new park admission process, where you're metal detected and then you walk up here and they just have desks here, you know, with people kind of scanning on both sides. I think that's very efficient. The only bad experience I had on the way in this morning, I think a security team member or something just wasn't very friendly, and I was personally kind of offended, because it's a business. If you want your guests to return back and be happy, you want them to have a good visit. So that kind of upset me. But other than that, I think I had a good day, so I am gonna go. Well, so long, King's Dominion. I had a good time today. See ya next year.